The wave also reached Khoa, which is located 80 kilometers north of Phuket. Due to its low-rise bungalows and flat terrain, Khoa experienced the highest tsunami surge outside Sumatra.
It was here in 2004, Khoa Beach, Boxing Day, 10-meter tall tsunami barreled in here. The wave came in two main waves, a small one to start with, which kind of did a bit of damage and stimulated a little bit of curiosity from the locals and the tourists, and then the ocean sucked out, everything dried out, the whole bay drained. People walked out onto the sand here, picking up fish and starfish and urchins, and then in the distance on the rocks out there you could hear the roar. People didn't realise what was coming. We're going to go and take a look on the shoreline just over here to see, after 20 years if there's still any sign of the tsunami, any damage, any debris, that kind of thing. So let's go. It's a reinforced concrete step split. I would say that was evidence. Just here, these trees have had the soil or the sand level scoured away. The sand should be up here really, exposing the whole root ball. This tree here is being held by a rope.
There's a big pit.
So is that one there. This whole corner piece of the patio here is dropped. Massive split in the wall. This would have been pounded by the wave here. That's been cracked off. So the evidence is there. Let's go find some more. So this area has clearly been abandoned. The wave would have probably run in through here and swept everything away and smashed into the hotel behind. Here we have surf school. Looks like they're, oh, this bit here, look at this, all bent. Completely buckled and bent. They haven't bothered to remove or repair. This bit here is completely swept away. This whole place, I don't know whether this is from recent rainfall or if this is from the tsunami. Let's speak to one of the locals. Here we have a severed head still hanging from the tsunami. This bit here, sand level would have probably been up here. See the damage to the frontage. Just down here there's some diggers doing some serious work. We're going to go check that out. So this area Khoa, was one of the most devastated areas during the tsunami. They had something like 1,200 locals died, 2,000 international tourists died, 1,500 people just vanished, missing, never found. Probably as the wave retreats after it's come inland and goes back out, the bodies will be taken out. And further down, just here where the land is low lying, the tsunami went at least 2 kilometers inland, so completely devastated everything. But you can see today sun is out, people are back, tourism is alright. It's still an absolutely tropical paradise. The mountains, the palm trees, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to come. So it has recovered somewhat. So this caught my eye here. We've got a couple of really big diggers and some serious concrete. And some kind of like footings for these huts, I guess, which they're going to raise up. Let's go and have a look. These are massive things. They would probably survive, probably withstand a tsunami. Look at the size of those. And they lie them down and then pack them full of sand and use them as a new shoreline. Basically they're creating a new shoreline here. And then they're putting these fancy little villas. Strong, yes. There's all the old stuff probably. This was what was destroyed. Tripped over that spike. So it looks like they're reclaiming the shoreline here. Maybe they've been experiencing some long-term erosion issues and they're decided to do some proper remedial work. It's a good spot though, it's tucked away in the corner. Pretty protected. So there's another one now.
How long has it been washed up for?
This has a certain atmosphere to it. Tsunami Memorial. This boat was washed up. It's a big boat and it's pretty far from the sea. Shows you how powerful the waves must have been to lift that up here.
And you can see there's two boats.
Here we are at Coconut Beach. This whole area was destroyed in 2004. If you come into a tsunami area, you should know the evacuation routes, know where your high ground is, and know what the signs of a tsunami are. Quite often, the water actually withdraws as the trough of the wave reaches the land first and the water is drawn back. If the water starts to go out quickly and it's not the tide, you need to get the high ground. They've installed down the coast here now tsunami warning system with sirens. And if they go off, get away from the coast, head inland, get to the high ground. Our hearts go out to all the people who died and were affected in 2004. Spoke to a couple of the shopkeepers. One of the ladies up there was 10 years old when the tsunami struck. She said she had to run as fast as she could away from the wave, and she won't now go near the sea. She won't swim in the sea. The trauma of that day stays with her, and I'm sure there's probably countless people here, locals, who feel the same, especially if you were younger when the disaster struck. If I can find a few other people to talk about it, I will, but you can see the trauma is there, so you don't really want to open up old wounds for people unnecessarily. So this may well be the end of the video.